drive back home from State College, and I'm going to take advantage of that time and do a little race recap. The Rothrock Challenge 30K. It was hard. Incredibly technical, just ups and downs. I mean, a lot of it was runnable. There were like 5 or 6 significant climbs, and like just as soon as you got to the top, you just went back down the other side. My watch got like 4,500 feet of elevation gain over 18 miles. There was tons of mud, rocks, roots, rope to assist us for going down. My buddy Matt, apparently, he wanted to film at that point, so when I put together the entire race video, it'll actually have me in it for that section. I think I paced myself pretty well. One thing that was really interesting was that it never really thinned out. There was a section in there about mile like 14 or 15 when I was by myself, but there were people, if I would have stopped for 10 seconds, somebody would have came up and, you know, passing by me. So there wasn't a time that like everybody could get into like their own stride, I guess, you know? Most people take climbs about the same pace, I guess, except for those crazy bastards up front. Running this damn course in like a 242 or 232 or something crazy. Nutrition wise, how did it go? I didn't eat as much as I should have, I don't think, but eventually it just was not appetizing at all to put anything in my stomach. I mean, it wasn't nauseous, but it didn't feel right. I sweat a ton. They had like different kinds of Gatorade. I also refilled my bottle. I took my Ultimate Direction pack with one bottle on one side, and then I had my camera stashed in the other front pocket. I probably could have drank more, which is kind of insane because I probably had, I mean, I refilled the bottle at every aid station. So there were 4 of them. And I also, like I said, I drank like 3 or 4, you know, like Dixie cup glasses whenever we got up the first climb. Not even all the way to the top, just during the climb, buff on my head, and that was completely soaked, and then it was just dripping down my nose, and this was only 1.5 miles into the course, so like everybody was cramping up. It's always the same muscle. It's the one like right on the inside of the knee, just above on the inside of the knee. The first time it was the left one. Take some salt pill, and then the left one went away, and then the right one started up, so I took 2 more pills. So all in all, I ended up taking like 8 pills between like mile 10 and 17. Maybe I should be smarter about bringing gels along. I did have 1 gel that was left over from the Iron Masters Challenge. That was just the honey stinger, you know, buttery honey goodness. I guess I really didn't eat that much. That might have been a problem, because I was getting pretty bonky around like mile 14. Mentally, that section totally sucks too, because you're kind of like alone a little bit. So I had the most amazing time with the company today. Everyone was just so nice, so refreshing. There was Matt Tracy from up in New York State, Erica from Fort Matilda, Jared from Mifflinburg, just like tons of cool people. Great community type race. Very friendly community that a lot of people do a lot of the same races, like the Heiner Challenge. A lot of people were talking about Heiner today, which I have never run. Maybe I should, because apparently this is part of like a PA trail running series that I'm not aware of. Technical t-shirts, Rothrock Trail Challenge, and we also got socks. It might be a little bit big for me, but socks, everyone needs socks. Sweet, loving it. Okay, so as far as the actual like organization and everything, all that fun stuff. This race is really well put on. It's a very well-oiled machine at this point. I normally do some sort of like, you know, pros and cons section. The only thing that I can think of that where like the race fell short was they ran out of pizza. And it wasn't like anything like people didn't like announce it. It was like, oh shit, we're out of pizza. It wasn't like that. It was just like I went back for another slice and it was gone. So it's kind of disappointing if you're finishing around then you don't get any pizza, but they still had chicken and beer and everything like that. So there was still plenty of food. Everything else about the race was awesome. Super well marked. You could not have gotten lost on this course. And I'm sorry, anybody that watches this that got lost during this thing, but I thought it was very, very well marked. So what else? Aid stations, 4 aid stations every 4 miles. Incredibly supportive people, ready, willing to help, refill water bottles, all that fun stuff. They were awesome. Bananas, candy, different types of nuts, PB&J sandwiches, cookies, gels, Cliff Shot blocks. I was kind of thinking there might be some Coke later on, and there was no Coke. At least that I saw, which was fine today because I really I just needed to hydrate like crazy. The after party thing was just awesome. Like, you just come down this little like gravel road and you cross the finish line, there's a pavilion right there. And they got pizza, cookie pizza thing or something like that. Tons and tons of soda and water. They were not gonna run out of that stuff. It was like a trailer that had taps on the side of it. That was pretty cool. Otto's up in State College, so I'm sure it was fantastic. Otto's puts out a good product. Chicken barbecue kind of thing. Beans and, not coleslaw, macaroni salad. Everybody just like chill. Everybody's just hanging out, going swimming in the lake. Yeah, there's a lake right there, right at the finish line too. And it was funny. I actually, I wish I would have gotten it on camera, but there was this one girl. She must have been probably like 15, 16 years old, maybe a little bit older, I'm not really sure. But she came through, it was like 5 hours or something like that, finish time. But she ran straight through the finish line, and there's like a dock, like in line with the finish gravel road thing, and she just ran straight off the dock and jumped into the lake. That was hilarious. I wish I would have gotten that on film, but I didn't know it was going to happen, so I definitely got in. It was awesome to cool off a little bit. I really can't think of any, like, obviously there's no big things, and even like little things. I can't think of anything that was like really bad about this race. Everything worked out fine. Got in there, no issues with parking. Everything about this race, fucking awesome. Nice job, guys. Tent thing for packet pickup, like right there by the parking. Super easy. Somebody asked me after the race, am I gonna come back next year? And I'm not one to run races more than one time. I like to explore new areas, and I love to, you know, see new faces, see new scenery, the whole deal. But this is probably the first race that I would consider doing again. And it has nothing to do with like beating my time or anything like that. It was just awesome. Like, I had like an amazing time, and the weather was fucking ridiculous. It was, I mean, it's kind of warm now. It's like 80 degrees or something like that, but just like everything was so much fun. Even though there was the, you know, sucky, bonky section there in the, you know, mile 14, 15-ish area, I had a blast today. And so thank you to the race organizers, Craig, whoever else helps out, volunteers, other runners, everyone else that was out there. It was a lot of fun. Maybe I should just go do the Heiner thing. I gotta check when that actually is. Because it's probably a bunch of the same people, and maybe even the same organizers, I'm not really sure. But so thank you to everyone that was involved. Good stuff. Absolutely, absolutely wonderful. Highly recommended for a challenging course with a great community. Just really cool.